Hello. Okay. Our next recipe will be tofu balls with cheese sauce. Okay. So we have this firm tofu. Yeah. If you notice, I scrambled it and mash it. This one I use 6 pieces because they are small. But if you have 4, you can use the bigger one. Yeah. And firm means taukua. What's the difference, taukua and tofu?
Taukua is the dry one.
Taukua is the firm one. Tofu is a very white and soft one.
Okay. So the tofu is like the bean curd, right?
Are you use the yellowish one or the
Yes, I
perfectly
use
white?
the firm one.
Firm one. So this is taukua.
So it's taukua. No,
Yeah,
the
wet market
reason why I
NTUC all
don't
has it.
buy from wet market, because for wet market we cannot read the label, right? So we want to make sure that we do not want to use the GMO beans and all this. So the best is get it from the supermarket and read your label. Okay, this one I get it from NTUC. And then we have this carrot. It's either you grate it or you chop it fine. And then red onion and tomato and garlic. Yeah. And 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I haven't measured it. Okay, if we want to fry something, we have to use refined olive oil. For this, we call it extra virgin olive oil. That is only for salad. So we should not use it for stir frying. Yeah? Okay, and then we have garlic powder. Sorry, my garlic powder is still here. I have this garlic powder here, and then we have celery. This one is actually, it's either you can use celery or parsley, yeah. And then some spring onion. I put it together with the celery, and then cornstarch. We will use cornstarch, nutritional yeast, salt, turmeric powder, and some mushroom seasoning. Okay, today I didn't have the breadcrumbs. I'm so sorry about that, but we can do it without the breadcrumbs, yeah? And now we have to stir fry the tofu. So I have to use the stove. I'll show it to you how to cook it.
Your chapaitai is organic.
You asked whether it's organic, right? Okay, I don't use organic. I try to use like, this is how I clean it. I use charcoal powder. I listened to Mrs. Han. He said that charcoal powder is actually very good in removing some pesticide or whatever, you know. So I just soak it in the charcoal powder and then for a few minutes and discard the water. Just rinse it well. If not, I think Kathleen is using, what do you use to rinse your vegetables?
I use charcoal powder as well, or you can use sodium bicarbonate.
Yes,
you soak it
the
for
baking
15
soda, right?
Right.
Yeah, you can also use it. And there's another one, vinegar, right? Okay, vinegar is also good for, this is natural cleansing. Yeah, we don't use all those bleach that can poison us. Okay, so we are going to cook. Okay, right?
This is okay. This. Okay. I try it here. Try.
Okay, I will use 1 tablespoon of olive oil for stir frying. And then when we stir fry, we always use the garlic first. Okay, make sure that your fire is not too hot, yeah? You should not burn the garlic and whatever. Actually, then this is the onion. then we add the tomato inside. Okay, you can do without the tomato, so it's actually optional. But for me, because I always think about nutrition, yeah, and we know that tomato is rich in lycopene. Yeah, so the best is think about what nutrition you can get from your dish. Okay, then the last one is the carrots. So we want our tofu or taukua balls to be colorful. So you can opt to add like bell pepper if you want to, but don't add too much, just a little bit. And then you want to make sure that it's cooked, especially the tomato. We want to cook it well. You can eat it raw, but it has more benefit when we cook it. Okay, you can add your tofu inside.
Tofu no salt, right? It's plain tofu.
We will add salt later on. No, it's not salted, I think. Okay, this is chives. We know that chives has a lot of nutrients, right? So we can add inside. I think this is too much. Okay, I find it too much. I just use half of it. Okay, next is we want to add some salt inside. So for me, I will just estimate maybe 1 teaspoon or 1.5 teaspoon. Yeah, we don't want it to be too salty or too bland, so just estimate your salt, especially for housewife. You should know how much salt you want to add. Okay. And then some mushroom seasoning. I do use some mushroom seasoning for my flavoring. Thank you. Okay, for mushroom seasoning, we don't have to add too much, just a little bit, yeah? Maybe about half a teaspoon. Yeah? Okay, we want our tofu to be nice color, yellow color, so we can use this turmeric powder to color it. Okay, then I have this nutritional yeast. I will add a little bit, yeah. So add some nutritional yeast inside. Maybe just 1 tablespoon will do.
It's not a living yeast with the heat and all that, will it? No, it's nutrients? No. It can cook. But you should keep it in the refrigerator.
Have it.
It doesn't keep
Wait,
well
can you
outside.
try whether it's
Nutritional yeast is
not
not
too
the
bland
same
or what?
as the
Too bland? We
the
add
one that you use for bread. That's called baker's yeast.
Just now I put 1.5 teaspoon of salt, but it's still a little bit, you know, bland. So I will add another half teaspoon. I think this should be. Then I will add the starch. Okay, now the last one will be the cornstarch. Yeah. The reason why we want to use this, because later on we want to like form these like balls. So this one is used as a binder because we do not want to use egg. So we use this, just 1 tablespoon will do. You can off the fire for me.
Turn off the fire.
Yeah, we turn off the fire. Yep, let it cool down. Next is we have to make the cheese sauce. Yeah? Okay, for our cheese sauce, this is vegan. We don't have any dairy here. Okay, the ingredients here, we have this onion, cashew nuts, potato, and carrots. Yeah? So we want to put this into the blender. Cashew nuts, you can cook, or if you do not want to cook, it's up to you. Yeah? For me, I cook it, but I do sometimes make like raw cashew. Yeah. Okay, half of it.
Now she got helper.
Okay.
Some
Put some gravy. Gravy. I need some water later on. Okay, if you want to make some sauce, right? You want to make sure that all the ingredients is covered with water. That's how we measure it. So I will add some salt inside. Okay. Not too salty, yeah. Okay, normally for vegan cheese, we have to use nutritional yeast. Then we can have the taste of the cheese. So I will add 1 tablespoon, another half. And then this is garlic powder. If I want to make like vegan, what you call that, mayonnaise, I always like to add garlic powder. It really enhances the flavor. So just add a little bit of garlic powder. Okay, in my recipe, I didn't put any honey, but actually you can add a little bit of honey. So you will have that a little bit salty and a little bit sweet taste, yeah. What is this? Half teaspoon. Okay. This is half teaspoon. Just add inside.
I'll do the rest. Okay, this is the difficult part, just to get the catch. Okay.
Okay, let's yeah, how to take this out. So, okay, we want to put this in a container.
Okay.
Okay.
This should be big enough.
Oh, she's got it.
Then I will do the other. We are done with the cheese sauce. Okay.
So the next demo. Oh.
We want to make the ball. You
Okay.
get them when
We
you ask
wash
them
our
whether they
hands
want to.
first.
They want to.
Yeah, if you want to shape the balls,
Yeah.
please wash your hands first.
I wear gloves.
I'll wear gloves.
I think no need so many times. One person, 2% level.
You have a baking tray. Okay. Shall I go ahead?
You add the spring onion and the what inside.
Put inside. All all in
Quite nice.
Good.
Okay, so we are done with the cheese sauce.
Cilantro, yeah. Not parsley, yeah.
Actually, you can use parsley as well. Cilantro because it has a very strong smell. If you want to use it, just use a little bit. But for me, actually, I prefer parsley, the big one.
Yep.
Last night, when I went to NTUC, I couldn't find any parsley there, so I get this Chinese parsley. But this is the smell is stronger than the normal parsley. Okay. Cover this one first.
Okay. So take a spoonful. You want to show the
You have the gloves. We will.
glove.
Here.
The gloves here.
Maybe we can add a little bit of oil.
Which olive oil?
Yep, add a little bit. So it will really stick together. Just a little bit.
Like so.
I think it's enough. Yeah, enough. I think that should be okay already. Do you think this is enough for this tray?
I got another tree.
Okay, Diana, you want to help me? Then we can finish it faster. Just do that. Yeah. You're supposed to have breadcrumbs. Roll it in the breadcrumbs. But you happen to have breadcrumbs or not? I forgot to put it. No, never mind. Can you lay down? We bake it for how long? About 20 minutes. Because it's all cooked already, so you don't have to bake it for very long. A little bit brown, yeah.
So instead of frying, you bake it.
We bake it, we don't fry it.
Okay.